Hello, I'm Greg Martin. I'm a 36-year Army combat veteran, retired two-star general, and a proud, thankful bipolar survivor. In the Army, I was qualified as an airborne ranger, engineer, and strategist. In 2003, at the age of 47, I commanded a combat engineer brigade during the Iraq War. The intense stress of combat triggered the genetic predisposition for bipolar and sent me into mania. Thankfully, it was a high-performing mania that actually helped me in my leadership role, gave me excess energy, enthusiasm, and drive. So for a year of combat, my brain was surging with excess dopamine and endorphins, and my performance was, extraordinary. When I went back home to Germany, I fell into depression, and that completed my first up-down, manic, depressed cycle. And then for the next over a decade, my swings into mania and depression went higher and lower. The whole time, undetected, undiagnosed, unknown by me or anybody else. Until 2014, a full 11 years after Iraq, that I basically went into full-blown mania and became so disruptive and erratic that my boss removed me from my command position. A few months after that, I crashed into severe, hopeless, dark depression and terrifying psychosis with delusions of my own death, dying and being stabbed and beaten to death in prison. I was out of the Army by this time. The bipolar ended my career, and I got into a VA hospital up in New England that really helped me a lot. I did inpatient treatment for weeks, had all kinds of medications, therapy, including electroconvulsive therapy. But it wasn't until I started taking lithium that my brain and moods were stabilized, and I began the road to recovery 5 years ago. Today, I live with my wife in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and I have a happy, healthy, successful life that I just feel so thankful for. 100% of us are either afflicted or affected by some form of mental illness, to include bipolar, either individually, a friend, a family member, or a work colleague. The key is to go get help immediately, and getting help is a sign of strength, not of weakness. Go get connections, because connection builds hope, and hope is critical to recovery. The International Bipolar Foundation is a community of connection, support, and hope. So I urge each of you to tap into that foundation. Remember that it's okay to not be okay, and each of us has a role to play in destroying the diabolical monster of stigma, which is the greatest destroyer of hope, and it prevents people from getting the help they need. My personal life mission is sharing my bipolar story to help stop the stigma and to save lives. Please join me in the foundation. Thank you.